welcome to the Gothic Unicorn. This time, in this video, I am not planning on focusing on a single project. It's going to be a bit more of a catch-up. It's going to let me bring you up to date on my various different little projects that have been going on. Little, they're not little at all. They might be miniature, but they're not little. And also, this is going to allow me to maybe finish off a few things that are hanging about. I've got some things that need finishing hanging around my desk, and I've got some things that need starting that are also hanging around my desk, and I thought it might be a good time to do that. Obviously, there's not been a great deal of miniature making going on because it's the summer. And one, it's not particularly comfortable to be working in a overly hot craft room. We don't generally have air conditioning in the UK. It would be nice, but it's just a pipe dream. And of course, while it has been nice, I've been focusing on full-size projects, particularly full-size garden projects, because if you can't enjoy your garden in the summer, you know, when are you going to? That said, I'm going to see what I can come up with as the first thing that we're going to address. I'm afraid my mind is wandering rather a lot at the moment. I don't know. Is it my age? I keep being told it's my age, but I've been told it's my age and I'll grow out of it since I was about 11. And that was a long time ago, and I haven't grown out of it yet, so I assume it's just going to change and it will still be my age. Obviously, the bulk of the dining room in the big house is now complete. I need to add a light into there, and I would like to add some of the smaller details. I need to go through the projects I've already done and the pieces that I own to see what I can actually utilise in there. Because, yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? And then I'm going to be moving on to the laboratory, to my mad scientist's lair. I've done a few little things along the way for that, but I definitely want to get that particular thing underway. So yeah, while my mind is wandering, I'm going to leave you for a moment and find something that you can actually look at rather than my hands, which, because I've been gardening, aren't particularly attractive. One of the things that has been hanging around my desk the longest is this little fish. Now this started out as a soy sauce bottle that came with some supermarket sushi. Now, most often you might find, or at least you do find over here, you get little actual bottles, which I've got a collection of. This is another one that needs putting away that has been left on my desk for some reason. But most often you get little bottles, and these I think I can actually do something with some of. Maybe not with the lids on. I'm actually thinking of cutting them down, cutting the screw bit off and putting a separate lid on, and then I'm thinking a row of those maybe in my laboratory with chemicals in would look quite good. But I decided with this one that I was going to have a go at turning it into some wall art. So I cut off the screw thread bit where there was, I presume it had a screw thread on there, and I painted it white, and then it's lived on my desk for months, just out of sight of the camera, looking at me going, well, are you going to do something with me? And what I thought was I'd paint it and then I'll make a little mount board for it. I think that will work out quite nicely. I think I've actually got my die cutting machine still out and about down here somewhere, and I can probably find something of a nice shape to actually mount him on, and then that'll just be a little piece that can go on a wall somewhere. I've decided to go with this mint pearl paint for no other reason than I kind of like it, and yeah, we'll start putting some paint on him and we'll see how he comes out. I have been doing a lot of thinking recently. Now, I've been managing, as you may or may not have noticed, to actually put videos out fairly regularly. They've been going out approximately every 2 weeks, even over the summer, which for me has been absolutely phenomenal because, yeah, life's been getting on top of me. And as I've said before, you know, there's only so many hours. And real life has definitely taken more than its fair share. You'll do. If I just pop you on that a minute. I'm not rooting about. I'm worried it'll make too much noise for the camera. And I can't see my tweezers. Hang on. I found the tweezers. That's going to make life easier. Put the tweezers in there, onto the back. I can actually paint it a bit better. And I know I've had a lot of support of people saying, you know, that I've got to put myself first and all that. But when you're trying to build a channel up and you're at the mercy of the vagaries of YouTube, which some people have said if you don't put videos up regular enough, they won't get recommended, even when you've got lots of subscribers. And I haven't got lots of subscribers. I've got more subscribers than I ever thought would be possible, but it's not lots. And of course, as I've made quite clear, I've got a lot of issue with the negative side of doing stuff online. Now, I'm fairly lucky in that they leave my Facebook page, which I've not been doing very well at updating that, alone. But I get some really nasty comments. And I have just taken to deleting them, so waste your time, why don't you? You know, I've joked for a long time that I've got a hater who regularly dislikes my videos if it's anything spooky, if it's anything witch related. It's like, why are you bothering with my channel? Because I do things that are spooky, I do things that are out of the ordinary. It's what I do. I don't get it. I really don't. But I've been getting quite a lot of negative comments over my trash to miniature treasure videos, which have got amazing views this year. I don't know why. I don't know where the link has been shared and it's gone absolutely crazy. But on them, I get a lot of, you know, quite nasty comments from people who really should take a look in the mirror before they start being nasty to people. I've made no secret of my issues with my anxiety, etc. And it doesn't help, and it does slow me down. Slows me down quite considerably. Well, he's looking okay, isn't he? So I'm probably not going to do videos under the trash to miniature treasure heading anymore. I will still be doing that kind of thing because I love making stuff out of nothing. I love showing you that you don't have to spend a lot of money to make miniatures. But I also don't think I'm all that. I am just an ordinary person who shares what they make. You know? That's what it is. That's what it boils down to. And people keep watching them, so okay, I'll keep doing it. And probably as long as there are people that are watching, I will do videos. I don't get anything back for it. It isn't the amazing money-making scheme that some people seem to think it is. You know, there are targets that have got to be met, and although I've met the targets for the number of subscribers, as I say, an amazing amount of subscribers, a lot more than I ever expected. I never expected to get to 1,000, let alone 2. I've never got the hours, so it is what it is. And if that means that I make some quite random things, well, I make some quite random things because it's my miniature time that I'm filming. So if you don't like it, just, you know, skip on to another video. You don't need to tell me you don't like it. It doesn't bother me. But on the other hand, if you do like it, and if it's made you think about anything in a different way, that's great. Again, you don't have to tell me, but if you do, it always makes me smile. The paint is dry on my fish, and I took, I think it's 4 layers of cereal box material that I glued together, gave a quick coat of black paint to, and then painted it dark brown. Now I have been around the edges with a gold paint pen because I wanted to add just a little bit more dimension to it, and I'm quite pleased with how that's come out. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this, some glue over here, which I'm going to put on the most sticky out part of the fish. And then I'm going to fasten him onto there. Now you could put some kind of little label on there or not. I'm not going to bother. I quite like it. That's going to go up on the wall somewhere, not sure where, but I do rather like that. The only thing I want to add is I have got some little tiny pearls, and I am debating whether to give him a black beady eye or a pearly beady eye. So I'll be thinking about that while I'm talking. Probably the next video that I'll do after this one is going to be 1/48 scale. I would like to get the current building finished. I am probably not going to do the attic space on camera because it's going to be a bit naughty, I think. Obviously, if you've been following those videos, it's a public house, bar on the ground floor, a club room on the next floor up, and then above that we've got a bedroom which belongs to a lady of loose morals, shall we say. The attic room is going to be connected to her. That's all I'm going to say. I just have this urge to do something that is quite out there. I may include in one of these videos, once I've done it, a little sneak peek of it, but I don't think I'm actually going to do a full video on it because I don't want YouTube getting too mad. And then I've got more 1/48 scale buildings to do. I've got another 3 in Dead End to do. I've got a mausoleum building that I've got some fantastic ideas for. And I'm toying with the idea of a 1/76 scale project. Now that is smaller again, obviously, than the 1/48 scale. And actually, I've got this little ice cream truck sitting on my desk, which is in that scale. Now, this is going to be a project within something, which is why I need to go for this scale to be able to fit what I want in. Hopefully this will work, and I won't need to go down to 1/144th scale like my tiny project, which is another one that still isn't finished. But hopefully that will be finished soon. And again, I will include a little snippet of it in one of these videos. I'm not going to do a proper video on it because I don't think there's enough interest, but I will show you how it's turned out because I did show it you in the first place. So yeah. Oh, and of course we've got the treehouse. Now, my last video was something for the treehouse, and I have been working on the fixtures and fittings to go inside the treehouse. So I'm going to pause you a moment because I'm going to pull what I've done so far up onto the desk. If you have been following my treehouse makeover, you will know that I've been making a number of these templates. This is the template for the base of the large cabinet unit that's going to go into the ground floor space inside the tree. That has been replicated into cardstock, but I haven't actually built this one yet because I will actually cut this down when I build the next one up. But I have done the smaller one, and this is it. Now, when I say that this is not easy, because if you actually look at it, if I put it like this, you can see that it has to curve in, sort of go in on either end, as well as being curved top and bottom to try and fit into the shape of the walls. Now, this isn't perfect. If I really wanted to make it perfect, I would have to use something as a bit of filler when I actually fit this into the treehouse and then paint over it. But so far I've just made my little basic cereal box unit. So it's thicker at the bottom and then a thinner shelf at the top, which is a great height for putting anything on in there. And yeah, as far as I got. As I say, I've done the bottom for that one, but I haven't started on the top. But this is almost ready to paint when I decide what paint effect I'm going for on it. Possibly the same as I did on the little cabinet for outside, but it is actually starting to come together. And hopefully I can do more of the filling well, filling the project basically. I have done more vegetables than I did in my last video. I played with the silk clay that I got that hadn't gone off, and I made a few more bits, which is great. So my baskets and boxes that I've got so far are full, but I need to make lots more things to go in there. So look out for that in the not too distant future. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing a full-on spooky season this year, or even a full-on Creepmas. There'll probably be some kind of videos. I'll probably come up with some idea and make something new, but I'm not putting the pressure on myself, so we shall see what happens when it happens. I'm letting that very much dictate to me this year. Now, as I was saying, there's things that are sitting here that I haven't had anything done with them, and this guy is one of them. It's a very weird looking tiger. His eyes are a bit, yeah. But he was cheap enough. I picked him up from a charity shop, and I thought I can do something with that. Now, I don't think I'm going to be turning him into a rug for the floor. Tiger skin rug, not really my scene. But he may very well end up on a plaque like the fish to go on the wall. But if he does, I am going to repaint those eyes, because at the moment it looks like somebody has made him cross-eyed. Or it's not cross-eyed, is it? Because his eyes are going, one's going up and one's going to the side. I can't think what it's called, but he just looks really weird. So yeah, he might be next. He does actually seem to have a mark of separation between his body and his head. So look out for that. He will be coming to a project near you at some point in the future. I may get him done a bit sooner. I don't think I want to cut him off where his head is anyway. I think to put him on a plaque, I need to get rid of some of that neck. But once I've took him apart, we shall see. He doesn't want to come apart. I have tried. Yes, I'm that person that sits there trying to take toys apart, even at my age. So, yeah, he's on the cards. And I think that I've probably talked enough. And if you've made it through to here, we've not seen very much, just my kind of cute little fish, which I am rather liking. I do rather like that fish. I'm not sure which room I'm going to put it in, but yeah, it probably needs a little bit of aging, to be fair. So I may go over him with a little bit of grey paint to make him not look quite so shiny and new. But yeah. So yeah, if you've liked this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe if you haven't, maybe watch a few of my older videos where I've actually made things. You know, those watch hours are very valuable to YouTube channels, especially small YouTube channels. And please ring that notification bell, because then you'll know when I get the next video up, which will hopefully be soon. And until then, bye.